Great rising, living through your vision. Happy, what is today? Tuesday. Sometimes I'm like, what is today? Today is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everyone. How's everyone doing? I hope you guys are having an amazing day. It's a beautiful day in Zamunda as usual. And I am so grateful and so thankful to be a part of this experience. Wow. I am so grateful to have this experience with you guys, and welcome to my channel. Yay! I was thinking, I said, there's a lot of information that's being thrown out there, with so many of us, having a spiritual awakening, and we're becoming, more conscious about life and this experience and all of these beautiful, beautiful things that are transpiring in this moment and in this time space. And I wanted to put out, I have to say, based on the energy and the resonance that you're resonating, that's the videos and all of those things that are going to be provided to you, to the best of its ability to get you to the next level. So energetically, you're going to be attracting, videos and information based on the resonance that you're currently experiencing at that time. So you're going to get inundated with a lot of different information and variations, and all of it is going to be based on how you feel. The truth of you, the energy that's most dominant and resonate with you. So, for this video, I want to put out, happy vibes, the beauty about how, this process can actually be, and the results of what can actually come from it. And you're gonna go through some things, and I don't want to take away, the real meat and potatoes of what a spiritual awakening is. But I also will say that it will vary, from person to person. But when you get to this point, right, it is such a beautiful and amazing experience. One of the things that I love about this spiritual awakening for me, and this is my interpretation, my experiences based off the things that I've experienced, and I'm speaking from that place. What I love about my life now is that my law of attraction is I can see the contrast now in my law of attraction of what I'm actually attracting. Law of attraction is always applicable every moment of your life. So depending on what you're resonating on, that's what you're going to attract. So law of attraction is not just something that's, that you could reach up off a shelf, pull down and say, okay, I'm ready, to attract whatever it is that I want. You have to naturally be that resonance. And whatever naturally cultivates that resonance, that's the thing that you have to look within yourself. What is the truth of you? What are your belief systems? What is facilitating your energetic value? What belief systems are facilitating your energetic value? And all of those things comes into part. You can inundate yourself with as much information as you possibly can, but until that information actually becomes the truth of you, it would just be information. And the idea of this law of attraction working for you will just be stagnant in nature because you're not resonating on that energy, right? And it has to be natural. The natural you is the best you. Always remember, first and foremost, the natural you is the best you. That is the best you. That is the true you, right? And that is the you. This is the thing. No matter how much makeup you put on, no matter how much plastic surgery you do, no matter what you do, the universe, God, source, whatever you want to call it, right? It's only going to see the natural you, right? The natural of who you are. So, don't you want the natural you to be the greatest version of who you could be, right? So the beauty that I want to say energetically and vibrationally from this experience is that my natural me, who I am now, and what I'm resonating on, and the vibration that I'm resonating on, has given me contrast of my law of attraction versus what 5, 10, maybe even last year. I would even say as soon as, as early as last year, I can see a contrast, a very vast difference in my attraction. But the beauty about the thing that I'm noticing the most, that is the most important to me, not necessarily the what I am actually attracting, but it feels good to know that this is natural. This is the natural me. This is the root of who I am naturally. And I have an understanding that my natural self is back to my spiritual self. As a kid, I used to always wonder. I remember as an adult, I should say. I'll say as an adult because I was around about 20. I mean, legally I was adult, but I still felt like a kid. I remember being in my closet one day and I was just crying. I was crying. And I said, I'm like, why is it, is it so wrong to be nice? Why am I love people and, I'm so kind to people and, XYZ, and why is it so wrong, to be nice? And because I didn't understand what that situation was, I allowed the truth of who I was at that particular point in time to be altered because I wanted to be socially accepted. Because I just felt like, I had to be whatever it was that was being to me, not understanding law of attraction, not understanding that the truth of you is the you. That's you. Don't change who you are. Don't change who you are to fit into the conformities of, what is socially acceptable. You have to be the natural you because the natural you is what the universe sees. And the natural you is what the universe responds to. Okay? So we could sit here and we could read a plethora of things and get inundated with all sorts of information or what have you. But the only information that is going to resonate with you is the one that you internally, energetically vibrate with, right? So if you're looking to vibrate higher, then you got to change, your belief system so that your belief systems don't, compromise the energies and the vibration that you're trying to achieve. But even in that achievement, it still has to be the natural. Always know that it has to be the natural you, the effortless you. Because to be you is to be effortless. It's like the natural you is the effortless you. I mean, it doesn't take much. It's just you being yourself. That's why one of the videos in the introduction when I did my introduction of myself to this channel, I said the only thing that is any significance about me, that may be special about me, is that I am myself. What you see is what you get. And I'm here to say I'm grateful that the changes now that I'm actually coming back to myself, I'm grateful that I had a point of reference in remembering that day in the closet where I cried and felt like, to be nice and to be kind and to be loving and caring and compassionate was not the ideal thing to be because people kind of somewhat, downed you for being, in that vibration. And that was, before I really understood, how this thing really goes. There was always something within me that told me, Patrice, be you. But I just wanted to be liked. I wanted to be loved. And in the process of me loving people, I end up wanting the love, right? I end up craving the love. So the energetic value that was facilitating my natural self just changed because now I felt like I was in lack. I allowed society, me, myself, and I allowed society to change my concept of who I was. And in that process, it changed my energy. So I was still my natural self, but instead of me emitting love, right? In the idea of, being kind, being nice, being compassionate, I started to project the energy of lack, which is of low vibration energy, because now I'm still with the same mind of love, right? And I love people and I care about people, but now I want the love back. So I'm only being nice to you because I want somebody to love me. I want somebody to like me. I want somebody. So you see how it changed. You know, it was still the same narrative, but the energy that pushed the narrative changed. It changed drastically, right? So now, instead of me pushing the agenda of who I am naturally, in the energy of high vibration, in the energy of love, I allowed society to change my mind. And that same agenda now was being pushed to say that I want love back. So I'm still pushing love, but I'm only pushing love to get love back. Because when I was pushing love because that was the natural thing to do, it was because I loved myself. But in the process and in the translation of that, which allowed, that allowed me to change my whole mindset in terms of the energy that I was pushing my agenda, made me move in a place of lack, which is low vibration. And that kind of spiraled, into other areas of your life. And then now you're starting to attract the things that you don't want. You know what I'm saying? So because now you're moving your natural agenda with a different energy, right? Inner God, right? Energy. So, I just wanted to put that out there, because this is an amazing experience. Like, I've had a whole lot of things that has happened, and I, look at it from a perspective like, this is amazing. I'm so glad that it happened. And when I look back on things like, oh my God, I had a situation. I was in with someone, and it was at the time I felt that was the best thing since sliced bread. But then I now realize that I lost myself in that situation, right? Because there you go again, I was moving from an energy of lack instead of abundance, right? So when you move in the energy of lack, you feel like when somebody, like, let's say you in a relationship and they leave you, right? And you're devastated. You're devastated that they left you, right? The reason why you're devastated because you never filled that void or whatever that person occupied. You never filled it with the love of self, right? So when they took that love, that's why I say the only thing that you are responsible for is you. The only, you can't lose. I mean, you will always be a winner if you think like this, if you understand it from this perspective, right? So when your cup runneth over with the love of self, then hey, you in like Flint. But when you are requiring somebody else to fill that cup, then you are in the energetic value of lack. So this is why when this person who has a right to take their being somewhere else or do other things, right? They can take themselves anywhere they want to. This is why you feel that emptiness, that hurt. But if you are sure within yourself and you love yourself, and that person decides to just, move on to something and do something else, right? You're looking at that, hey, I love myself, and whatever is for me is for me. You can't lose what belongs to you. So obviously this person or this situation or this money or whatever, this car or whatever, it does not belong to me. It does not belong to me. And I'm not changing my energetic value because whatever, because see, the thing of it is that we kind of like take things in a literal sense and we become attached to it. So let's say if you have a Mercedes-Benz E-Class, right? And let's say you lose that car for whatever the reasons are, right? You didn't lose the car because guess what? Another car is going to come. Because when you think in the mind of abundance, then you're not losing anything. You cannot lose. What is for you, it will be for you. Now, it might be a better car that you had before, but it's going to be a car. You don't lose. So don't walk around and say, I lost my car. Just say, I've gained an opportunity to get me a better car. Like, because you're going to always have a car. You didn't lose anything. See, this is the thing of thinking in abundance, the difference between thinking in abundance and thinking in lack. And see, the beauty about the spiritual awakening, and then when you start to, elevate into, vibrationally, right? It changes your whole outlook. So you can't lose nothing that doesn't belong to you. It's yours for the asking. It's yours for the keeping, right? And if that car, you got rid of that car for whatever the reasons are or whatever, guess what? You're not without a car. You're just in an opportunity for another car to come for you to have. So you always are in the realm of having a car. You're just now in the opportunity phase of that car, right? And because the car is still there, it's waiting for you. It got your name written all over it, so you didn't lose anything. And this is what the spiritual awakening does. Is like it just gives you a totally different perspective of how to look at things, and to know that you are always a winner, and to know that you are always in abundance and not in lack. And then the natural you is the truth of you. And if you want to have that law of attraction to work in your favor, if it's not working in your favor, you first of all, that raise in vibration will say, okay, you know, especially if you, let's say like you raised in vibration and you had a bad moment and you dipped a little bit or whatever, and you start seeing things coming as a result of that dip, right? You're gonna be like, oh no, this ain't me. That's my line. Like I say, oh no, this is not me. This is not me. No way, Jose, this ain't me. And you're gonna automatically raise yourself. You're gonna say, you know what, this is not me, right? And then you can put yourself back up, because now you have a sense of contrast. But you always want whatever it is to be your natural you. And realize that if whatever is not going right in your life, that is something within you, that a value within you that you have to change, whether it's a belief systems or whatever. And that change has to be a natural change, you know, because what happens is, you know, it's just like, you know, a child, when you tell them to do something, if they really want to do it, they don't want to get in trouble, they don't want to get a beating, right? So they stop. But if it's in them to do it, they're going to 5 minutes, 10 minutes later, they're going to do it again, because that's not a natural change, that's a forced change. You don't want a forced change, you want a natural change, because a natural change has a tendency of sticking around a lot longer than a forced change, right? So you want it to be a natural change. And whatever is going to promote that natural, you know, change is obviously going to be experiences, right? But when you get there, it's like amazing. It is incredible. Because like I said, I am grateful for this opportunity. I am grateful for this position. I am grateful. I am so glad for the changes that has transpired. I'm so glad for the experiences that created the change. I am just so grateful. And it is such a beautiful experience to have. And then now the law of attraction now is in your favor, because your energetic value is there to support that change, right? You're not going to start thinking in the mentality of lack. You're going to always start feeling that energy of abundance, right? Because that's what you are. You're not lack. You are abundance. You are not fear. Okay? You are not any of those things. You are love, you are harmony, you are peace, you are compassion. Those are things that are naturally within you. Those are your birthright. Those are the things that came with you when you came into this incarnation, but they got altered by society, different belief systems, and all of those things that kind of made us, you know, forget really the true essence of who we really are. And in that loss in translation, this is why we have so many variations of energies, and, you know, different people feeling different types of way, and, you know, feeling that energy of want. If you want something, if people don't tell you that's a low vibration, that's a vibration of lack. That's in the mentality of lack, and lack is low vibrational, right? That thought is low vibrational. And you have to understand the energies behind the words. You know what I'm saying? It's not the words. Like you can say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? And the energy that pushed A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But if you say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Like, you see the energy. You say the same thing, but the energy is different, because you do U-R-S, woo, T-U-V. Yeah, like you feel the energy difference. Like, woohoo, it's the energy that pushes the words. So the universe don't hear the words, it feels the energy, the vibration that's carrying it. So you always want to be in the truth of that vibration and change that. If it's negative in nature, or if it's down, or you feel depressed, or whatever the case may be, just, you know, think of something that made you smile. And the one thing that I believe that brought me back to myself is a lot of things though, but the one thing that sticks into my mind is me standing in the closet crying, you know, upset because I was nice, and it was wrong I felt like it was wrong to be nice, because everybody kind of like, you know, made me feel some type of way for being who I naturally was. And so therefore, for me to fit in, I changed, which I should not have done that, right? So what are we going to do today? What have we learned from this video today? Is to be the authenticity of yourself, you know, and let go things that does not serve you purpose, right? You know, let it go, you know, because if it's prohibiting you from, you know, reaching the heights that you want to achieve energetically and vibrationally, because those things, when you change that then the natural law of attraction, because we're always in law, you know, the natural law of attraction by our free will governs that. You know, your free will allow you to have the law of attraction that you really truly want to have. And the natural you is a big part of that. So be your natural self, you know, be the authenticity that who you are, and attract the information. Your angel guides, you know, I don't know how many of you guys believe that, but your angel guides, your higher self, whatever you want to call it, source energy, whatever, you know, the benevolence of what we cannot see with our physical eye, our all-seeing eye is there, and they are there to assist us. Those energies are there to assist us. We have to understand that, you know, Gaia Earth is a conscious. The universe is a conscious. So there's other consciousness that is around us that we may not be able to see in our physical eye because of the dense and the matter and different things that kind of prohibits that seeing from, because it's a spiritual, you know, a spiritual light and a spiritual energy, right? But it's there. That don't mean that it ain't there. It is there. It is there. It's definitely there. And you can feel it. Like you can literally feel it. The beauty about, you know, being in this experience, the 3D experience, is that your instincts, your feelings, the internal self, it does not lie. It does not lie to you. It does not lie. It's incapable of lying to you. You will always know the truth if you listen to your inner self, right? So, with that being said, you guys, peace and love. It is a beautiful day in Zamunda. I am so glad. My other videos get cut off because I get a call, right? But the interesting thing is like it gets a call right on time. Like I'm like, oh wow, that was perfect. That was a perfect cutoff, right? You know, it was a perfect cutoff. So, you know, but this time I put it on airplane mode. So if anybody try to call me there, they ain't gonna get me. So that I can record without any interruption. So I'm new to the game. I'm learning. I'm new to the YouTube things, but I don't I like I said, whatever video that I get, it's just gonna be a natural thing. So if it get cut off, it just get cut off. That's what y'all gonna get. Y'all gonna get that, because the way I speak, I can't repeat it. Like I can't go back and try to. It's just, that's not me. You know, I'm as natural as it comes. I don't wear makeup. I don't wear fake nails. I don't do anything. I have my glasses on because I gotta see. I mean, I don't do any of those things. I'm about as natural as it comes. I won't dread my hair, but my hair is natural. So I won't, you know, I'm just, the authenticity of me is very important. So that's just what that is. So with that being said, you guys, peace and love. It's a beautiful day in Zamunda, and I shall commence in talking with you guys later. Thank you. Please click the like button and subscribe, and leave a notation down there to what you think and feel about this video, the information, the vibe of the video, what it is that you feel that you can, you know, give advice in terms of other people reading what your comments are, because, you know, each one teach one, and it's very important, you know, that we all be a collective effort in that part. It is a responsibility, you know. We have to take responsibility for ourselves and, you know, be our brother's keeper in that respect, especially if we learn something that is good, that is positive, that is nurturing, that's going to grow, that's going to heal. Those are things that are amazing. They are amazing, and it will lift you to the highest of heights, and things will come. You will attract things that you would like to have, you know, as a result. So love you guys, and I shall commence to talking with you guys later. All right, peace and love. Bye.